Yeah. Late hours speak different. Listen close. Yeah. Nocturne for the forgotten, written in streetlight glow, where the city breathes slow and the lost hearts go. Every corner got a story it refuses to release, like it's holding on to pieces of forgotten peace. I walk through that silence like it knows my name. Every step feel heavy, but I take it the same. Past laundromats humming their tired refrain, past faces that carry invisible pain. The night don't judge, it reflects what is. Every broken reflection still learns how to live in the shimmer of puddles and the flicker of signs, where reality bends into invisible lines. I heard a sax cry through a distant bar door, like it's seen every soul that don't belong anymore. And the gospel chop floats through the cold city air, like a prayer that survives even if no one cares.
Nocturne for the forgotten, where the night holds names of the ones that vanished in the flickering frames. Nocturne for the forgotten, where silence sings and every lost story still quietly clings.
The deli light buzzing like a tired old hymn. Cashier counting hours with eyes wearing thin. Taxi horns echo like unanswered calls through graffiti covered half-cracked walls. I seen a man talk to the wind like it listens, telling the stories of past life prisons. Not chains on his wrist, but chains in his mind that the city built slow over passage of time. Kids on the stoop draw dreams in the dust, not knowing which ones will survive the crush, but still they believe in the shape of the sky, even when hope barely passes them by. And I wonder sometimes if the city remembers every ember that fell from forgotten embers, every name, every voice, every silent goodbye written somewhere in the dark of the sky.
Nocturne for the forgotten, where the night holds names, where the ones that vanished in the flickering frame. Yeah. Nocturne for the forgotten, where silence sings and every lost story still quietly clings.
Yeah. Nothing is gone, it just changes form. In the dark, even absence has its own spark. Yeah. Now I carry these nights inside my chest, where the lost and the living never truly rest. And I write for the ones who don't get the light, but still shape the rhythm of every night. Not every soul gets remembered in sound, but they echo in places beneath the ground. In the rhythm of footsteps I still can't name, in the quiet that carries invisible flames. So this is my nocturne for the unseen, for the spaces between what has ever been, for the forgotten who still somehow remain, in the music of silence, in the shape of pain.
Nocturne for the forgotten, still breathing, still whispering, still here.
Yeah. Take a ride with me. Back when the city had a different heartbeat. 84 on the dial. Let's go. Back when the trains rattled over rooftops at dawn. Mama in the kitchen while the coffee stayed warm. Radio low, playing soul through the hallway. Every little struggle somehow felt okay. Brown paper bags in a pocket full of hope. Young boys on the corner talking how they cope. Everybody had dreams, bigger than the skyline, trying to make tomorrow shine a little brighter than nighttime. Summer on the blacktop, sneakers on the pavement. Every day's a memory, every laugh engraved in the rhythm of the city and the pulse of the block. Sound of old records and the tick of the clock. Old heads on the stoop had wisdom in their voices. Taught us every action came attached to choices. Life moves slow enough to hear your own thoughts before the world became a race that nobody stopped. Corner store memories still live inside of me. Street lights glowing through the midnight breeze. Those days still follow me. Corner store memories, soul in the melody. Every crack in the road got a story to keep. Still hear them calling me. Mr. Jackson swept the sidewalk every afternoon. Neighborhood kids playing ball beneath the moon. Everybody knew, everybody down the avenue. That kind of love today feels impossible to do. Used to save quarters for a cold soda bottle. Talk about success like we already hit the lotto. No fancy chains, no followers to impress. Just a crew full of loyalty and nothing less. The city had scars, but it carried its pride. Every brick wall held 1,000 lives inside. Every faded mural had a message in the paint about survival, about faith, about becoming what you ain't. Years pass by and the landscape changes. Faces disappear and the whole game changes. But the smell of summer rain on the concrete street still takes me back whenever memory repeats. Corner store memories still live inside of me. Street lights glowing through the midnight breeze. Those days still follow me. Corner store memories, soul in the melody. Every crack in the road got a story to keep. Still hear them calling. Dust on the records, tape hits in the speakers. Ghosts of old conversations still flow through the ether. Yeah. And every time the beat drop, I can see it clear. All the people and the places that brought me here. Now I'm older, watching time move quicker. City got taller, but the memories got richer. Still carry every lesson that the block gave freely. Still wear those moments like a fitted cap neatly. Ain't about the money or the shine that they praise. It's about the little things that carried us through days. The friendships, the laughter, the late night talks, the stories that remain after everybody walks. So here's a toast to the neighborhoods gone, to the record still playing long after the song. And if you came from a place where the realness survived, then this one's for you, keep the spirit alive. Corner store memories, still live inside of me. Street lights glowing through the midnight breeze. Those days still follow me. Corner store memories, soul in the melody. Every crack in the road got a story to keep. Still hear them calling me. For the dreamer, for the survivors, for the neighborhoods that raised us. Dust in the sunlight, needle on the vinyl. One more story from the old neighborhood. The last record store sat halfway down the block, between the barber shop and the pawn shop spot. Faded red on and paint peeling from the sign, but inside was a treasure frozen in time. Mr. Carter owned the place for 30-some years, saw generations come and disappear. He knew every album, every groove, every side, had a story for every record stacked inside. I used to spend Saturdays digging through crates, searching for old soul that the radio wouldn't play. Found wisdom in the voices of forgotten kings, learned life through the music and the pain they sing. Outside the city rushed at a dangerous pace, but inside that little shop was a sacred space. Just vinyl memories and a little bit of dust, teaching young dreamers patience, passion and trust.
The last record store still spinning in my mind. Every crack hole, every groove, a piece of another time. The last record store never really closed its door. Every memory lives forever in the music at its core.
Back then we measured wealth by moments, not possessions. Neighborhood conversations turned into life lessons. Old heads debating albums by the front display, while soul sample floated softly through the day. No hurry in the air, no race to be won, just people taking time to enjoy where they come from. You could feel the heartbeat hidden in the walls, like every record knew who would answer his call. One afternoon, Mr. Carter looked my way, said, son, don't let the world take your soul away. Money got a voice, but it don't sing true. The richest people know exactly who they are too. Those words stayed with me through every storm, through every setback and every new form. Still hear them echo when the nights get long, like a hook repeating in an old soul song.
The last record store still spinning in my mind. Every crackle, every groove, a piece of another time. The last record store never really closed its door. Every memory lives forever in the music at its core.
Needle drops, tape hiss, dust dances through a beam of light. Outside the years keep moving, inside it's always Saturday night. Soul singers on the speakers, dreamers in the aisles, 1,000 little stories hidden between the files. Eventually the landlord sold the building away. Another piece of history quietly erased. The windows went dark, the shelves disappeared. Just another chapter ending after many years. But every time I hear a dusty sample chop right, I'm transported back to those warm summer nights, flipping through records while the city moves slow, finding pieces of myself in every groove below. Some places don't survive in bricks and stone, they survive in the hearts they help shape and mold. And though that little shop ain't standing anymore, spirit still lives in every beat I record. So here's to the keepers of forgotten sounds, to the neighborhoods where true culture was found, and to every old soul trying not to let go of the beauty that existed long ago. The last record store still open somewhere inside the memory. Vinyl turning, streetlights glowing, soul playing forever, forever. Yeah. Late night in the city. Rain on the fire escape. Some memories never move out. There was a voice from apartment 5B, used to drift through the hallway almost every evening. Old soul records spinning slow through the walls, like a soundtrack for the rise and the falls. I'd come home tired from another long day, hear that melody and somehow feel okay. Never knew a name, never knocked on the door, but the records told stories worth listening for. Marvin in the winter, Aretha in the spring, Songs about heartbreak and the hope love brings. Every note carry warmth through the concrete maze. Turn ordinary nights into something worth saving. Funny how strangers can leave a mark without a conversation, without a proper start. Sometimes a soul reaches yours through a simple song and stays with you long after they're gone.
Voice from apartment 5B still echoes through my memory, like a prayer floating through the night, keeping old dreams alive. Voice from apartment 5B, somewhere between the melody and the life I used to know, still shining through the glow.
The building wasn't much, just worn out brick and stone, but to us it felt like a world of its own. Kids running stairwells, neighbors trading news, everybody carrying different kinds of blues. Miss Rosa on the first floor, baked pies every June. Mr. Walker played trumpet beneath the moon. Small moments stitched together, day by day, creating the kind of life money can't buy away. Years passed, and people slowly moved along. The city changed its rhythm, changed its song. Coffee shops arrived where old stores used to stand. Progress moving forward with a steady hand. One day I noticed the music was gone. No soul through the hallway, no late night songs. Just silence sitting where the melodies had been. And somehow that quiet cut deeper than it should have then.
Ooh, yeah. Voice from apartment 5B still echoes through my memory, like a prayer floating through the night, keeping old dreams alive. Voice from apartment 5B, somewhere between the melody and the life I used to know, still shining through the glow. Yeah. Some people leave without goodbye, yeah. But the spirit never really dies. Ooh, yeah. It lingers in the music, lingers in the air, yeah. Like a record still spinning somewhere.
Now every time I hear a Dusty Soul sample flip, I get transported back in a single heartbeat to those narrow hallways in the midnight glow, to a place only memory seems to know. Maybe that's the beauty hidden inside the years, the way certain sounds can bring back entire ears. A song becomes a doorway, a voice becomes a light, guiding you through shadows on a lonely night. So here's to the strangers who unknowingly inspire, who warm cold hearts without ever knowing why. And here's to the music that keeps them near, long after they've disappeared. Because some connections don't need a name, don't need a photo or a claim to fame. They live in the feeling when the needle drops, and the past comes dancing back through the child.
Ooh, yeah. Voice from apartment 5B,
Still playing.
still playing
Through the record.
through the years.
Yeah. One love.
To the voices we never forget. Ooh, yeah. Ooh,
Yeah. East Side Stories, where angels walk with bruised wings. Broken Halo District, where the lights stay dim, where hope and struggle got the same origin. Brick walls whisper every story they hold, In the language of rust, concrete and cold. I grew up with a sunrise hit cracked glass panes, and the gospel in the air tried to cover the pain. Old church bells ringing through the alleyway mist, like forgiveness exists where the struggle insists. Mama said, son, don't confuse peace with escape. Sometimes survival is the form that it takes. I didn't understand till I got a little older, and the world started feeling a little bit colder. Corner stoops full of philosophers and hoodies, talking life like they studied it deeply and fully. Every sentence had weight, every pause had truth, like the street itself was raising the youth.
Ooh, mercy.
Broken halo is a street where the pain learns to sing, and every scar becomes a sacred thing.
So becomes a sacred thing.
Broken halo district where the night don't lie. Yeah, and even broken souls learn how to fly. Yeah, I seen angels with cracked wings, leaning on walls, trying to hold themselves together through it all. Not every saint wears a halo that shines. Some wear exhaustion in their eyes like designs. The bodega lights hum like a late night prayer, while the city exhales its invisible wear. And every transaction is more than it seems. It's survivor skies, it's everyday dreams. A kid on the corner dribbles hope on the asphalt, trying to escape cycles that nobody can fault. And the rhythm of the block keeps time in the air, like the city itself is confessing it cares. I learned early that heaven ain't always above. Sometimes it's found in the form of enough, in a stranger's nod, in a shared cigarette glow, when the weight of night tells you what you already know.
Ooh, mercy.
Broken halo district where the pain learns to sing, and every scar becomes a sacred thing.
Scar becomes a sacred thing.
Yeah. Broken halo district where the night don't lie. Yeah, and even broken souls learn how to fly. Yeah, we ain't perfect, but we still here, still breathing. Some grace don't shine, it just survives. Now I look back through a lens of reflection and sound, at the places where my roots were quietly found. And I realize every crack in the street had a role in teaching me rhythm and shaping my soul. No saints, no sinners, just people in between, trying to build something out of what life has seen. And I carry that truth in the way that I write, in the cadence of struggle wrapped in the night. So if you hear this and you come from the same, from a place where survival was part of your name, know that beauty lives where the broken things are, like a halo reflecting from a distant star.
Yeah, it does me.
Broken halo history, still singing, still living, still living, still living, still living. One love to every soul shaped by the streetlight gospel.
Riverside night, smoke in the air, memories floating slow. Smoke over Riverside, where the water runs dark, and every reflection knows a different kind of mark. Streetlights shimmer on the edge of the tide, like the City secrets it can never decide to hide. I walk that path where the benches stay cold, hearing stories in the wind that the river once told, about dreams that got heavy, hearts that got worn, and people reborn in the same place they were torn. Oh, boom bap echoes through the brick in the mist, like the past never left, it just learned how to exist. Every corner got a memory it refuses to lose. Every shadow got a rhythm soaked in old blues. I saw a man by the railing just staring ahead, like he talking to ghosts of the words he never said. He said time don't heal, it just rearranges pain, makes it harder to tell what you lost or you gained.
Ooh, yeah.
Smoke over Riverside, where the silence speaks loud and the past walks around in a worn out crowd.
Over Riverside,
where the night don't sleep and every buried truth still cuts too deep. The bridge lights flicker like a broken confession, each glow holding pieces of forgotten aggression. Kids skip stones where the current runs deep, not knowing the river remembers what we keep. I grew up on the edge where the city meets water, where every son learns from a father's silence and bother, where strength ain't loud, it just holds its ground in the weight of the world that don't make a sound. The sax in the distance cries through the air, like it knows every burden that nobody shares, and the gospel chop floats like a ghost on a breeze, turning pain into something that feel like release. Every step on that path got a story to tell, every breath in that night knows the edge of the well, where hope and regret overlap in the dark like two sides of a flame that forgot how to spark.
ooh, yeah.
Smoke over Riverside, where the silence speaks loud and the past walks around in a worn out crowd. Smoke over Riverside, where the night don't sleep and every buried truth still cuts too deep. Yeah. Water keeps moving, but some things stay. Under the surface,
Ooh, we all carry something we never say.
Now I write from a place where the echo still stay, where the river taught me more than words ever could say, that not every ending is meant to be clean. Some just fade into the space in between. So I honor the nights where I stood on that bridge, where I learned what it means just to live with what is. No answers, no closure, just a rhythm and time, and a heartbeat sinking with a broken rhyme. If you listen real close when the water runs slow, you can hear every version of what we used to know, and it tells you the truth that the city won't give, that we're all just learning how to live.
Smoke over Riverside,
Still drifting, still breathing, still here.
smoke over Riverside. Oh, still the soul, still the soul, still the soul.
Dusty photographs, soul samples in the background. Some memories never leave. Found an old shoebox tucked under the bed, full of faded Polaroids and words unsaid. Pictures of the crew standing proud on the block, back when every summer seemed to stop the clock.
basketball courts and a chain link fences. Life was complicated, but it still made sense then. Every corner had a face that you recognize. Every dream felt close enough to touch with your eyes. Saturday mornings, hear the records downstairs. Mama humming gospel while she folded the chairs. Sunlight through the curtains, dust floating in the room. Little moments turn to treasures when enough years bloom. We didn't have much, but we carried ourselves rich. Built from hard work, determination, and grit. Everybody had a hustle, everybody had a plan. Trying to leave a footprint bigger than where we began. Faded Polaroid, still alive in my mind. Moments that time couldn't leave behind. Like old soul records playing through the night. Faded Polaroid, pages worn by the years, filled with laughter, triumphs, love, and tears. Still shining through the smoke and city lights. Remember old Mr. Lewis with the Cadillac ride. Used to tell us every storm eventually subsides. Said the strongest people carry peace in their chest. Not the loudest in the room, claiming they the best. The deli on the corner knew exactly what we buy. And every Friday evening had a neighborhood vibe. Music from the windows drifting over the street. The soundtrack of a generation built on boom bap beats. Back before the phones and the endless distractions, people sat together and created connections. Shared stories face to face under summer skies. Now those conversations feel like precious archives. Some moved away, some never made it through. Some names only survive in the memories we knew. Life keeps turning pages whether ready or not, but the roots stay planted where the love was taught. Faded Polaroid, still alive in my mind. Moments that time couldn't leave behind. Like old soul records playing through the night. Faded Polaroid, pages worn by the years, filled with laughter, triumph, love, and tears. Still shining through the smoke and city light. Hear the crackle of the vinyl, feel the warmth of the tape. Every beat bringing back the moments we can't replace. Streetlights glowing gold on a city that never sleeps, while the ghosts of yesterday still walk beside these beats. Yeah. Now I watch the next generation chase their dreams, trying to find themselves somewhere in between the pressure and the promise of the modern age, searching for their place on life's crowded stage. I tell them keep your people close and your spirit strong, because success means little if you lose where you belong. Money comes and goes, fame fades away, but real love and loyalty are forever gonna stay. So I raise this verse for the blocks that shaped us, for the ones who stayed solid when the world tried to break us. And every faded photograph tucked away somewhere still proves that the best days never disappear. Faded Polaroid, still alive in my mind. Old memories, old dreams, frozen in time. Yeah. One for the neighborhood, one for the old souls, forever preserved. And faded Polaroids. Yeah. Dust on the tape deck. Memories don't fade, they just loop slower. Came from blocks where the nights don't sleep, just breathing smoke. Street lights flicker like they know every dream I spoke. Cracked sidewalk stories in the veins of the city grind. Every step got a pass I can't leave behind. Mama prayed through the walls, I heard it through thin paint, while the hallway echo dreams of a young saint with no escape. OGs on the corner teaching math with dope lines, while I learned survival from the rhythm of broken times. Had a notebook full of hope and a pocket full of doubt. Same sky, different prayers when the hunger came out. Baseline heavy like the weight of my decisions. Every bar I spit is a cut from my vision. Concrete echoes in my mind when I close my eyes. Lost souls talking rhythm through the city skies. We survive, we rise, even when it all breaks down. From the dirt we came, still we hold our ground. Concrete echoes, let it ride through the pain. Every scar tells a story like a beat in the rain. We survive. faded jeans and a train with no direction. Every stop felt like life testing my reflection. Graffiti dreams on a wall full of broken trust, while the city kept whispering it's either you or us. I seen brothers turn cold over warm ambitions, seen love get lost in a system with no forgiveness. But the beat kept knocking like a heart in a cage, so I wrote my way out of every locked page. Now I walk through the same streets, but I'm not the same. Same concrete, different weight on the name I claim. Still I hear that dusty snare when the wind hits right, like the past still spinning on a turntable night. If pain had a sound, it would loop like this, a faded sample in a cold abyss. But we flipped that hurt into something true, a boom bap prayer coming back to you. Echoes in my mind when I close my eyes. From the dust we came, still we stand right now. Yeah, still we stand right now. This one for the ones still holding on. I grew up where the light hit different at dusk, where every small dream had to turn into trust. Sidewalks, sermons written in cracks and stone. Every quiet night felt like being alone. Mama worked hard just to keep the heat on low, while the winter outside moved too slow. I learned early that love don't always stay. Sometimes it just learns how to fade away. Still I heard hope in the hum of the street, in the distant bass line under tired feet. Every corner had a story it never told out, just whispers drifting through a broken crowd. And I held those whispers like they would go in a world where everything slowly gets cold. Yeah. This is where the soul still breathes.
In the night, through the dark, we still find light. We survive in the echo of broken songs, but the rhythm keeps telling us we belong. Where the soul still breathes, don't let it go. In the boom bap heart where the feelings flow. We rise, we fall, but we don't disappear. We're still right here, we're still right here.
Yeah. Time turned friends into distant names, seen pride turn love into silent flames. But the beat never left when the world got cold. It stayed in the cracks of my tired soul. Every drum hit like a memory pulse. Every bass line carries something else, like forgiveness buried under the sound, waiting for someone to dig it out. Now I move through life with a slower pace, still searching for peace in a crowded place. Every step I take got a little more truth, carved from the weight of my missing you.
Like a prayer that never stopped calling me back, through the silence wrapped in black.
If the night could speak, it would sound like pain, but we turn that pain into rhythm again. And even when everything feels undone, the soul still breathes in the setting sun.
This is where the soul still breathes in the night. We survive in the echo of broken songs. We rise, we fall, but we don't disappear. We're still right here, we're still right here. Ooh, yeah.
night New York, don't forget me. I ride the late train where the lights flicker slow through tunnels of memory that nobody know. Rose chords playing like a tired confession. Every station a lesson, every face a reflection. I was raised where the silence had weight in the air, where jazz on the corner told you life ain't fair. Brooklyn nights talk low in a smoky tone, and Harlem streets feel like a second home. I seen dreams get traded for a pocket of change, seen loyalty bend when the hunger got strange. But I kept my voice in a smooth, slow glide, like I'm talking to the city from the inside. Deep sub bass under my heartbeat line, every bar spit like I'm stealing back time, and the sax cuts through like a memory scream in the middle of a dusty analog dream. Late train to Lenox, I'm still on my way through the echoes of nights that never decay. We survive in the groove of a broken refrain, where the city still hums through the window pane. Late train to Lenox, don't fade on me now. I can still hear the gospel under every sound. We rise, we fall, but we never escape from the rhythm the streets still make. Corner stories written in cigarette smoke, every laugh on the block had a layer of hope. But hope in New York got a different disguise. It hides in the baseline under tired eyes. I've spoke to the night like it knew my name, like it carried my past through the subway flame. Every click of the rails felt like time moving fast, like the present was slipping into the past. Seen angels in coats with a broken stance, trying to survive in the city's trance. And I learned that pain don't always shout loud, sometimes it moves to a crowded crowd. Now I breathe in rhythm, exhale regret. Every moment I lost I still can't forget, but I turn that weight into a steady flow, where the dusty drum kicks and the soft chords go. If the city could pray, it would sound like this, a faded chord in a nighttime mist. And we sample the hurt, let it loop again, till the pain turns soft and the saxophone wins. Late train to Lenox, I'm still on my way through the echoes of nights that never decay. We survive in a groove of a broken refrain, where the city still hums through the window pane. Late train to Lenox, don't fade on me now. I can still hear the gospel under every sound. We rise, we fall, but we never escape. Whatever the streets still make.
Every block got a sermon, if you listen close. I was raised where the mornings came slow and heavy. Concrete prayed for rain, but the sky stayed empty. Every shadow on the wall looked like it knew my name, like it watched me grow through the loss and pain. Sidewalk theology written in chalk and dust, where trust get tested and it always rusts. I learned early that silence could speak too loud in a crowd full of ghosts, but I still stood proud. Old radio static in the one-room dream, mama humming blues through the kitchen steam. Every plate she watched was a sacrifice line, every tear she hid was a story of time. I wasn't built from comfort, I was built from survive, from the kind of nights that don't feel alive. So I turn that weight into rhythm and breath, every verse a conversation with life and death. Dustline sermons in the boom bap brain, every beat carries pieces of pain. We was born in the echo of a broken sound, but we learned how to rise from the underground. Dustline sermons, let it play through the streets, where the past and the present always meet. Every scar on my soul got a rhythm, a tone. That's how I know I was never alone. Corner store prophets with a dice in their hand, talking about fate like they understand. Streetlight philosophers leaning on rust, speaking in truths that dissolve in the dust. I seen loyalty fade in a single exchange, seen familiar faces turn distant and strange, but the beat kept knocking like a patient heart, pulling my story back to the start. Now I walk through the city with a quieter mind, same skyline, but I read between lines. Every block got a memory trapped in a stone, every echo reminds me I'm not alone. If the wind
man could speak, it would sound like this. A loop of survival and what we miss. But we sample the pain and we build it new. Turn the fracture into something true. Dustline sermons in the boom bap rain. We was born in the echo of a broken sound. Every scar on my soul got a rhythm, a tone. Yeah, never alone.
Some nights still talk back. I walk slow where the memory refused to sleep, where the pavement still knows every promise we keep. Streetlight halos over stories unsaid, like ghosts in the air that I used to dread. I came up where love had a secondhand tone, where the radio played like it knew I was alone. Mama's hands told stories in the way she cooked rice. Every meal felt like sacrifice wrapped in advice. And the city kept breathing like a broken soul choir, with his voice getting low as the nights got higher. I learned how to listen when nothing was clear. Found meaning in silence and rhythm and feel.
Ooh, yeah. Like a memory humming through broken glass, reminding me nothing ever really lasts. Echoes beneath the streetlight call my name. Every shadow sounds just the same. We survive in the warmth of a faded drum, where the lost ones go when the day is done. Echoes beneath the streetlight stay in my chest. Even time couldn't lay them to rest. We rise, we fall, but the sound remains like soulful rain on the window pane.
I seen hope get quiet in a single night. Seen strong hearts fold under neon light. Every corner had a lesson I couldn't ignore. Every goodbye felt like it opened the door. But I kept my pen like a lantern low, through the darkest places that I had to go. Every bar I wrote was a piece of repair for the weight I carried in the empty air. Now I hear that snare like a distant friend, telling me broken don't mean the end. Every scar on my rhythm is part of the sound that keeps me grounded when I'm not around.
Oh, yeah. Like a prayer that never lost its tone, guiding me back when I feel alone. If the wind remembers what we became, it will whisper softly every name. But we turn that ache into something true, a beat that carries me back to you. Those just beneath the streetlight call my name. We survive in the warmth of a faded drum. Yeah. Echoes beneath the streetlight call my name. We survive in the warmth of a faded drum. We rise, we fall, but the sound remains. Yeah, remains. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Midnight on Lexington. Same streets, different ghosts. Yeah. Streetlights bleed through the fog like a faded memory. I walk slow through the past, it keeps chasing me. Brick walls talking cracks, they remember my name. Every corner got a story that don't feel the same. I was raised where the sirens sang lullabies at night, where wrong turns felt normal and wrong felt right. Old sneakers on pavement, one soul testimony. Every step was a gamble, no one ever loaned me. Dad left early, left silence in the hallway air. Mama worked double shifts just to show she cared. Radio playing soul through a busted speaker tone. That was church for a kid who was mostly alone. Midnight on Lexington, I hear the past call me back through the static in my mind and the cracks in the track. We was born in the struggle, learn to turn pain to art. Every beat, every bar is a piece of my heart. Midnight on Lexington, where the lost still roam. Same cold concrete, but I call it home. We survive in the rhythm of the broken and the true. Boom, bap, part beat, telling me what to do. Seen friends turn strangers over pride and fear. Seen love disappear every passing year. Chain link dreams rusted on the fence of hope, while we learn how to cope with a loose rope on a store of wisdom. Dice games at dusk, every handshake could crumble in the dust, but I kept my pen like a weapon of truth. Spitting survival from the booth for youth. Now I'm older, same city, but I move with weight. Every scar got a reason, every choice got fate. Still I hear that kick snare like a memory drum, telling me where I'm from, what I've overcome. If the night could speak, it would sound like pain, looping through the streets like a broken refrain. But we take that noise and we build something real, turn the static into something we can feel. Midnight on Lexington, I hear the past call me back. Boom, bap, heartbeat, telling me what to do. We survive in the rhythm of the broken and the true. Boom, bap, heartbeat, telling me what to do. We survive in the rhythm of the broken and the true. Yeah. Some days feel heavier than others. I woke up to silence thicker than rain. Same old ceiling, same old strain. Light through the blinds like a faded confession. Every breath I take feels like a question. I was raised where hope had a fragile tone, where people learn how to hurt alone. Mama said keep faith when the world goes cold, so I held that line like a story told. Every block had a rhythm I couldn't ignore. Every crack in the pavement felt like metaphor, lost and found in the same heartbeat sound, where the broken still stand their ground. And I learned that pain don't always shout, sometimes it whispers what life's about. So I write it down in a low boom bap tone, for the ones still trying to find their way home.
Slow, calm full of broken days I hold. Every tear turns into something gold. We survive in the echo of a gentle drum, where forgiveness meets where we come from. Slow, gospel, let it heal my name. In the rhythm of a warm refrain, we rise, we fall, but we don't let go of the light we barely know. Yeah.
I seen nights stretch long like unanswered prayers. Seen strong hearts bend under too much care, but still I hear that bass line deep and low, like a voice telling me don't let go. Every mistake I made got a lesson inside. Every scar I wear is a place I survived, and I stopped running from what I became. Now I speak my truth through a softened flame. The city still hums with a tide so quiet, with voices that rise when the world gets high. And I listen close when the noise fades out. That's where I learn what life's about. Oh,
yeah. If grace had a sound, it would loop like this. A second chance and a faded kiss, and we turn the pain into there's something real, a quiet song only broken hearts feel. Slow gospel for the broken days. I hope we survive in the echo of a gentle drum. We rise, we fall, but we don't let go. Yeah, don't let go. Don't let go.
Yeah. Needle drop. Rain on the brownstones. Night breathing heavy. Let it ride. Yeah. Smoke over Flatbush, curling past lights. Bus stop ghosts in the middle of night. Storefront shutters, graffiti scars. Dreams still parked in stolen cars. Rose keys, Mona from a fifth floor pane. Sounded like heartbreak dressed in rain. Sax blew low through the alley bend. Yeah, like it knew what broken stories in. I was young on these blocks with a fast mouth pride. Trying to fill old holes with a louder stride. Thought if my name got known enough, I could turn all the soft parts tough. Mama in the kitchen with the burners low. Stretching 1 meal like a miracle show. Still told me, son, keep your spirit clean. That kind of wisdom don't chase green.
Smoke over Flatbush, drifting slow. Some pain hide where the streetlights glow. Still hear hope in the subway cry. Even hard men look at the sky. Smoke over Flatbush, dark but true. Everybody carrying something through. If you ever smile while your chest felt sore, then you know what these nights are for.
Yeah, saw a hustle shine in a camel coat. Whole corner cheering every word he spoke. But when the crowd cleared, face went blank. Lonely sit deeper than a loaded bank. Saw a nurse with bags under tired eyes. Still bought flowers for her moms outside. That kind grace don't need applause. It move in silence without a cause. Saw my man come back from an upstate bit. Laugh still there, but the joy half hid. Said, freedom weird when your mind's still caged. Truth hit harder than a preacher phrase. So I cut loose from the empty chase. Hard to grow peace in a frantic place. Started moving slow, stacking brick on brick. Healing ain't loud, but it hold real thick.
Smoke over Flatbush, drifting slow. Some pain hide where the streetlights glow. Still hear hope in the subway cry. Even hard men look at the sky. Smoke over Flatbush, dark but true. Everybody carrying something through. If you ever smile while your chest felt sore, then you know what these nights are for, yeah.
Vinyl hits, headlights slide. Yeah, some truths only visit after midnight. Let it breathe. Yeah, now I value keys to a peaceful door. Phone calls home mean a whole lot more. Give me one room where the love stay warm. Over 10 penthouses, cold as storms. Still past corners where the old crew stood. Some gone early, some misunderstood. Some still breathing with a far off stare. Trying to act strong like pain ain't there. I got scars from the roads I chose. Still some nights when the old ache rose. But every dark block sharp in sight. Sometimes wounds introduce the light. So if you hearing this in your late night walk, feeling like you can't give 1 ounce more,
Hold your ground while the cold winds rush. Strong souls rise through the smoke and dust. Train still humming. Heart still coming. Yeah, let the vinyl spin. Yeah.
Yeah. Dust in the speaker. Drizzle on the awnings. City eyes half open. Let it knock. 3 a.m. on Canal Street. Puddles shine black. Truck brakes hiss while the train run track. Stargates down, but the neon still breathe. New York never sleep, it just grieving sleeps. Sag from a doorway, curled through the mist. Sounded like regret with a cigarette twist. Rose keys floated from a bar upstairs. Somebody drowning, but still saying prayers. I was young with a coat full of pride and schemes, trying to buy my peace through expensive dreams. Thought if I stacked enough paper right, I could outrun every cold long night. Mama by the stove with the teacup steam said money ain't medicine, don't worship green. Back then I nodded, but I ain't no truth. Some lessons only bloom after losing you. 3 a.m. on Canal Street, slow and gray. Some souls break, then they find a way. Still hear hope in the taxi hum. Even dead winters know spring gon' come. 3 a.m. on Canal Street, dark but real. Everybody hiding wounds they feel. If you ever smile with your chest held sore, then you know what these nights are for. Yeah, saw a hustler, fresh in an all black Benz. Whole block cheering like he really won then. But when he parked, sat still 5 minutes long. Silence tell stories louder than songs. Saw a dishwasher counting tips by hand, calling back home in the language I can't understand. Voice full of love, shoulders full of strength. That kind dignity moved through pain. Saw my man come home after doing state. Hairline thinner, eyes change shape. Said bro, freedom ain't what people say. It's peace in your mind at the end of the day. So I cut fake ties, move careful now. Hard to hear purpose when the room too loud. Started building slow like brick on brick. Healing take time, but it hold real thick. 3 a.m. on Canal Street, slow and gray. Some souls break, then they find a way. Still hear hope in the taxi hum. Even dead winters know spring gon' come. 3 a.m. on Canal Street, dark but real. Everybody hiding wounds they feel. If you ever smile with your chest held sore, then you know what these nights are for. Yeah. Vinyl crackle, rain on the sign. Yeah. Some truths only visit after midnight. Let it breathe. Now I value calm in the warm lit room. Phone calls home on a Sunday noon. Give me one table where the laughs sincere. Over 10 loud spots full of surface cheer. Still walk streets where the old ghosts stand. Young me somewhere with a restless plan. Wish I could tell them slow down, breathe. You don't need the world to feel complete. I got scars from the roads I chose. Still some nights where the old ain't rose. But every dark block sharp in sight. Sometimes pain turns shadow to light. So if you hearing this in your lonely war, thinking you can't take one step more, hold your line while the cold winds speak. Strong hearts bend, but they never break weak. 3 a.m. on Canal Street. Yeah. Train still rumbling, soul still moving. Yeah. Yeah. Let the vinyl spin. Yeah.
guide me through the night. Yeah, 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 yeah. 2 a.m. New York don't sleep. It just remembers louder. Corner light flicker on a broken block. Roads chords crying through the speaker box. Concrete talking, I just listen close. Every crack in the street got a story to wrote. Cold wind cut sharp through my hoodie draw. Seen angels disappear in the city law. The same pavement where the dreams get pressed. Same ground where the lost get blessed. I was raised where the sirens sing lullabies, where truth get buried under neon lights. Mama prayed but the rent still due, so I learned how to struggle move. Now I walk with the weight of 1,000 nights. Every step got ghosts in the city lights. And I talk to the past when it get too loud, like it might answer back in the crowd. Oh, can you hear me now? Through the underground, I lost but I'm found somehow. Yeah, yeah. We pray in the dark where the streets don't sleep, where the pain run deep and the scars don't leave. Slow grind, same time, same broken sound. Concrete songs when the sun goes down. Whoa, hold me down. Yeah, don't let go. Yeah, yeah. Met a man on the train with a hollow stare. Said hope's just a word that ain't going nowhere. I nodded like I knew what he meant inside, like I seen that look in my own life. Brooklyn rain on a rusted frame. Every drop sound like a old refrain. Jazz sax moaning through a fire escape, like the city itself couldn't escape its fate. I seen brothers turn strangers over pride and pain. Same block, different ways, but the hurt the same. Every dream here gotta learn to crawl before I learn to stand at all. And I've been that kid with the empty hands, trying to build something out of shifting sands. Now I speak with a voice that don't shake no more, but I still hear echoes from the basement floor. Oh, can you hear me now? Yeah. Through the underground, I lost but I'm found somehow. Yeah, yeah. We pray in the dark where the streets don't sleep, where the pain run deep and the scars don't leave. Slow grind, same time, same broken sound. Concrete songs when the sun goes down. Oh, hold me down. Yeah, don't let go. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I've been walking through shadows too long, trying to turn pain into song. If the city ever hear my truth, oh, let it speak for the youth. Every block got a memory. Every memory got a name. Now right from the edge of a fading light, where wrong still echoes in the same streetlight. Every verse like a scar that I learned to show. Every bar like a place that I used to go. I seen hope wear thin like a worn out coat. Seen truth get lost in a sinking boat. But I still keep faith in a crooked line, in a city that bends but still survive. OG told me don't trust the shine too much. Even gold got rust when the time touch. So I move like a shadow with a steady breath. Talk life like I'm close to death, but I'm still here, still speaking truth, still carrying weight from my missing you. And if I fall, let the pavement know I try to turn pain into piano notes. Oh, can you hear me now? Through the underground, I lost but I'm found somehow. Yeah, yeah. We pray in the dark where the streets don't sleep, where the pain run deep and the scars don't leave. Slow grind, same time, same broken sound. Concrete songs when the sun goes down. Oh, hold me down. Yeah, don't let go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, Lord. forget nothing. Every street remembers.
Let it fall. Wash it away. Yeah, stay.
Rain hit the window like a soft confession. Every drop carry weight of a past transgression. I've been holding on to things I should've let go. Now they echo in my chest like a low tempo. Mama said, son, don't carry that load. But I learned the hard way walking that road. Every grudge feel heavy, every scar stay deep. Even when you smile, that pain don't sleep. I remember nights I couldn't find no peace. Thought forgiveness meant accepting defeat. But I see it now through a clearer lens. It's a way to let your own heart mend. So I sit in silence, let the storm pass through. Let the rip speak what I couldn't do. Every bar I write like a breath let go. Trying to find my soul in the rain, slow flow.
Let it rain slow. Ooh, yeah. Wash the pain away. Every tear you hold, don't gotta stay. Let it rain slow. Ooh, yeah. Let your heart feel whole. Yeah. Through the hurt we grow. In the calm below. Yeah.
I seen love fall apart without a sound. Just a quiet distance growing all around. Words left unsaid, turn the wall so tall. Till there ain't no bridge left at all. Shorty used to ride through the highs and lows. Now she gone like a song nobody knows. I was caught in pride, couldn't say it was real. Now I sit with the weight of the things I feel. Only still mad about a past betrayal. Carry that anger like an endless trail. But revenge don't heal, it just multiply pain. Like a loop in your mind that you can't restrain. So I learned to breathe, let the tension fade. Every step toward peace is a choice we make. Even if it hurt, just to face that truth. That's the only way you can heal your roots.
Let it rain slow. Ooh, yeah. Wash the pain away. Every tear you hold, don't gotta stay. Let it rain slow. Ooh, yeah. Let your heart feel whole. Yeah. Through the hurt we grow. Yeah. In the calm below.
Now I walk lighter weight off my chest. Still got scars, but I carry them less. Every breath feel deeper than before. Like I finally unlocked hidden door. I ain't perfect, still learning each day. But I found strength in a quieter way. Not in fighting, not in holding tight, but in letting go when it ain't right. If tomorrow come, I'll embrace it clean. With a heart more open than it ever been. If not, let this message remain. You can find your peace through the heaviest rain. So when life feel loud and your thoughts run wild, take a moment, sit, just breathe a while. Let the rhythm guide where your soul should go. There's a quiet kind of strength
in the rain slow. Rain slow. Let it rain slow. Yeah, let it fall. Let it fall.
Yeah. Steel wheels humming. Tunnel air cold. City half asleep. Pain wide awake. Let it ride. Yeah. Last train to Queens, near end of the line. Car half empty, ghosts on my mind. Fluorescent flicker on the scratched up glass. Watching my reflection where faces are past. Dust on the speakers in my headphones low. Roads keys playing where regrets still grow. Yeah. Saxophone crying through the sample chop. Yeah. Like it knew every dream to stop. I was young on these rails with a chest full of flame. Trying to outrun silence by chasing fame. Thought if the world learned spelling my name, it would heal every bruise I could never explain. Mama by the window waiting up late. Tea gone cold but the face stayed great. Said come home whole, now rich and lost. That kind of wisdom know the real cost.
Last train to Queens, rolling slow. Some hearts hide where the dim lights glow. Still hear hope in the tunnel sound. Even lost souls come back around. Last train to Queens, dark but true. Everybody carrying something through. If you ever smile with your spirit warm, then you know how street hearts born.
Yeah. Saw a brother sleeping in a workman coat. Lunch pail empty, dreams afloat. Hands rough, cut from the daily grind. Still look calmer than millionaire's mind. Saw a girl with heels and mascara tears. Texting somebody from too many years. Phone screen bright, eyes gone gray. Some love leave long before it say. Saw my man fresh home from a state bid. Laugh still there, but the light half hid. Said freedom weird when your thoughts still fence. Truth hit hard in the present tense. So I changed lanes, stopped rushing clocks. Hard to grow peace while worshiping props. Started building slow, brick after brick. Healing ain't flashy, but it hold real thick.
Last train to Queens, rolling slow. Some hearts hide where the dim lights glow. Still hear hope in the tunnel sound. Even lost souls come back around. Last train to Queens, dark but true. Everybody carrying something through. If you ever smile with your spirit warm, then you know how street hearts born.
Vinyl hiss. Break scream lights. Yeah. Some truths only bored after midnight. Let it breathe.
Now I value keys to a quiet place. Few real people and an honest space. Give me one meal where the laughter stays. Over 10 loud rooms where souls decay. Still ride trains where the old me stood. Young and hungry, misunderstood. Wish I could tell him, take your time. You ain't behind, you just inclined. I got scars from the roads I chose. Still some nights when the old ache rose. But every dark ride sharp in sight. Sometimes wounds introduce the light. So if you're hearing this in your own night war, thinking you can't move one stop more, stay on board till the morning gleam. Some new life start at the final scene. Last train to Queens. Yeah. Track still singing. The heart still swinging. Let the final spin.
Slow soul. Dim light. Some rooms stay with you. Old apartment walls had a story in the paint. Mama wore grace even when the month felt faint. Kettle on low, rain tapping on the frame. Small room pressure, big dreams, same pain. I was young with a mind too tired for the age. Trying not to crack, trying not to show rage. Train sounds far, soul sample in the dark. Like the night knew my name, like the hurt knew my heart. I remember cold dinners in the heater, half working. Still we laugh real soft just to keep from hurting. Some friends drifted off when the road got rougher. Some stayed for a while, then the world pulled harder. And I had one love with a light in her touch. Made the room feel warm when the days felt too much. Now her voice only live when the record spins slow. In the ooh of the back and the bass down low.
Once we outgrew, still live in me. Old pain, old hope, old memory. Rooms we outgrew when the drums roll slow. All the things we lost come back in a glow. Rooms we outgrew, but the soul stayed warm. I was built by the age, I was shaped by the storm. From the dark little days to the man I became. I just let that truth breathe every time I name it.
I done seen good hearts get quiet from the weight. Seen bright eyes dim when the rent came late. Seen moms hold worlds with a praying steam, while the sun's outside still protecting their dreams. I don't rap for shine, I just talk for the real. For the wounds that close, but you somehow still feel. Let the strings rise soft, let the guitar sigh. Let the female hums float the midnight sky. This for the boys growing up with a man-sized tension. For the words in the throat that never got mentioned. For the long ride home when the city felt endless. For the night so cold that the hope felt restless. Now I move with a calm, all the hard years gave. Still got love in the cracks, still got faith in the grave. If the beat stay low, let the whole thing breathe. I got dust in my voice and some peace underneath.
We outgrew, still live in me. Old pain, old hope, old memory. Rooms we outgrew when the drums roll slow. All the things we lost come back in a glow. Rooms we outgrew, but the soul stayed warm. I was built by the ache, I was shaped by the storm. From the dark little days to the man I became. I just let that truth breathe every time I name it. Maybe home don't leave, maybe it changed shape. Maybe love stay near in the songs that ache. Maybe healing comes slow, like the end of rain. And the heart learn peace while it's still no pain.